closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now the second-year man back from injury, it's Breece Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. His throw incomplete.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go now.
Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Alert. Ready.
Again, it's Barkley. There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Room past the 35. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now 2nd and 3. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 28-yard line.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers again now. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. The last time everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
As you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Caught by Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Hall on a give up the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Giants at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 on a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Jets on third down. 2 for up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there. Here's Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
It's Barkley on the counter. Able to slither by. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Hunt is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break? And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Kareem Hunt,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll give to Hall. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
3rd down and 1.
26. Hey, black. Hey, take 26.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now a late sign.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Drop 60.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darren Waller, 31 yards.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Gano for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A first down carry for Barkley.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
Let's go now.
They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On first down, here's Stroud. Flushed out right. That one into the hands of Shepard downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shepard will go in motion right.
Warrior 70. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Riggs. 18, Pioneer.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ready.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Stroud. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are pouring it on. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards that time.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Here's Rodgers looking to throw on second down. He finds Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, New York.
They'll try the middle with Cook. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here.
At the 24-yard line.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
But that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Looking for Shepard deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Chuck Clark, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Throwing on second and long. Stroud looking for Shepard deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Chapel up, check. Ready.
Barkley. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson, 74 yards. And the Jets are able to claw one back.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Stroud on third down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
To kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse.
And now here is another interception.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ready.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
And Stroud now to throw. That one finds Hyatt.
Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Giants continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers to throw on second down. It's Wilson. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers, got to have this one. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? That's complete right side to Lazard. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Trap 60! 19 Lions! Let go!
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go, set! 60 Bobcat! 7 Pirates, on the ball.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Now a throw here, hold in. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
This 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Giants
Okay,
pick up
ready?
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team. We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
But, Charles, a lot of happy faces